everyone, welcome to another motovlog on my channel. My name is Marshall3498, and on today's motovlog we're going to talk about is motorcycle rated as normal, and that topic is about the Honda Trail 125, the newer version, the 125, not the older one, which I believe was come out for a model year of 2021 or 2022, I can't remember. But I have interest in this bike, and this is why I'd like to talk about it and get everybody on my channel in the comment section, get their thoughts and opinions, what they think about it, what they like, what they don't like, and let's have a talk about it. But as in Honda's mini moto line, originally I was a year or so ago, I kind of was interested on the newest gen, the Gen 3 Grom, the 2022s and up, and because of 5-speed and the updated parts of the motor where they made it a little few motor changes, and then they also added an add-on, or it's not a spin-on type, but actually added an actual real oil filter, where the generation before that didn't have that. And they did that to the Trail in 2023 model year. But I'm not real keen. If anybody has that bike, I'm not trying to say anything bad. Oh, a turtle in the road. Good thing I've seen that. I'm not real keen on the green colorway. It's kind of lime green, kind of a lima green, or lima bean, sorry, color. And I like the red one better. I would take the less update to the motor and just get the red one, which is a model 22 and the model 21. But maybe for 2024 they might go back to the red, who knows. What's weird is in overseas in Europe, I'm in the United States, they get a khaki color too, which is kind of like a army khaki color, not a khaki pant color. Weird how Honda does that. That bike, I think, is obviously, is meant to be riding off-road. I think it would make a little bit better commuter, because you could carry stuff on it more than a Grom. Obviously, I've seen 2 YouTube channels, and I'll put the links down in the description, of people in Asheville, North Carolina, only about an hour and a half or 100 miles away from me. One of them is Off-Road Radio, and the other one is Two Guys Ride. And there's a video of the Two Guys Ride channel of him and another guy also on a Honda Trail. Thanks, car. Wow. Yeah, that's why you got to watch out for in the county. People are doing dumb stuff like that. So they even took those bikes, and any of you in the ADV space are going to know this road I'm talking about if you're in the southern part of US. Hurricane Creek Road, they took those Trail 125s down that road, and apparently when they went down it, it was extremely muddy and slippery, and they made it to the end. One of the guys crashed pretty hard and kind of messed up his headlight, but I mean, both bikes at that point were pretty much in stock form as far as what appeared to me, stock tires and everything. And that's saying something, because that is not an easy trail, even for like a decent dirt bike, and a rider, of course, makes up for a lot of the shortcomings of the bike. But that's a gnarly trail to take those things down. And they're on 17-inch tires, front and rear, and they're a little longer, and I think just a little bit heavier, which the longer, being longer and both on 17-inch tires front and rear for the Honda Trail, probably makes them a much better road bike and more stable at more like 40 miles an hour above, I would think, and a little less twitchy. Then the Grom is on 12-inch or 13-inch, I can't remember, tires and wheels. Plus, even though there's a caveat on the whole centrifugal clutch thing, but you don't have to worry about feathering the clutch off-road. If you have to walk the bike up something really steep or really slippery, you can just kind of crab walk it with your feet down and just ease your way through it. And of course, the bad part is, a lot of people say if the bike does something and surges forward, you don't have that clutch to pull in, or that exit card, so to speak, where you can just pull in the clutch and it'll just stop spinning or whatever. So, you know, but you're also riding a bike with only 9 horsepower, so unless you get into something really slippery situation, it's not gonna spin that much. You're gonna have to worry about the front end tucking more than the rear tire spinning, in my opinion, anyway. And I just think it would be a cool bike to own, at least for a couple years. You know, tires are cheap. Oil changes are 1 quart, literally 1 quart of oil to get over 100 miles a gallon. I'm fortunate enough that I live in a place where I don't have to get on the interstate, which that's the only bad part about those little small bore bikes, is you can pretty much forget about getting on the interstate unless, you know, and in a lot of places, it has to be over a certain horsepower or have a certain top speed to be able to even be legal to be on the interstate. So, but, you know, I still think it'd be a fun bike to own for a little while. It may not be a forever bike, but it'd be something that I think I'd like to try to own. You know, and you know, they're so popular at the moment because of the re-release of them, that even if you had one and owned it and put, say, 5,000 miles on it in a couple years and had it as a good second bike, I don't think it's a good beginner bike, unless you live somewhere that is very, you know, very much in the city and you don't have a speed limit above 30 miles an hour. I don't think, other than that kind of situation where you live in a real heavy metropolis, for lack of a better term, area, I don't think it's a good beginner bike. I think it's a good second or third bike, just to play around with. I could take, you know, that bike on some really nasty off-road stuff and wouldn't have to worry about it dropping it. It's 200 pounds lighter than my 2023 KTM Adventure that I'm riding. So, you know, there's that. I don't know, I just think it'd be a fun bike to own, and you know, like I said, and they're so popular, you could ride them for a couple years and probably only lose $700-800 for what you paid for it, minus of course accessories, because let's be honest, that helps you to sell the bike, but you're not going to get that money back. You can forget that. So you know, I don't know, I don't, and you know, the bike only weighs 250 pounds, and you got lots of cargo area in the whole back rack. You have a milk crate plus some, and I've even seen guys, you know, that put you know, maybe the more minimalist moto camping gear on it and go moto camping on it on, like, you know, 150 mile day on and off road, and go moto camping and ride it back next day, which, you know, would be cool. That's hard to do that for some people on a bigger bike, much less a smaller bike, and I think that would be kind of part of the fun of the challenge, but it may also be a negative of the bike. I don't know, but I think it'd be fun to try and experience that. So with that, guys, that's about all I got today's motovlog. If you've not already done so, please like, share, and subscribe. Leave a comment down below. Ride safe. We'll see you on the next one. See ya.